This is why so many people feel broke right now, even if they have a steady job, a decent income, or appear to be doing fine on the surface. It's a question millions are asking themselves every day. Why, despite working hard, does it feel like money never goes far enough? The answer is complex, but when you break it down, it becomes clear that it's not just about individual choices, it's about broader economic forces, structural changes, and realities that affect nearly everyone. First, let's talk about income versus expenses. For many people, wages have not kept pace with the rising cost of living. Even if paychecks have grown slightly, the increases often fail to match the cumulative rise in essentials like housing, groceries, utilities, and healthcare. This gap between income and actual spending power creates a situation where people feel like they're constantly treading water. You earn more, but it never seems enough because the baseline of daily expenses keeps moving higher. Housing is a major part of the problem. Rent and home prices have increased dramatically in recent years, especially in cities and high-demand areas. Even suburban and smaller town housing has gone up as people leave expensive urban centers. High housing costs force many households to allocate a large portion of their income just to keep a roof over their heads. That leaves less for everything else, from groceries to transportation to saving for the future. In many cases, people are effectively working to pay rent or mortgages, with little left over for discretionary spending or emergencies. Interest rates also play a role. The Federal Reserve raised interest rates in response to inflation, making borrowing more expensive. Mortgages, auto loans, credit cards, and personal lines of credit now come with higher monthly payments. Even relatively small interest increases can add hundreds of dollars to monthly obligations, reducing disposable income and leaving people feeling financially stretched. Another reason so many feel broke is debt. Credit cards, student loans, car loans, and personal loans have become common ways to bridge the gap between income and expenses. While borrowing can help manage short-term needs, it often creates a cycle where payments, especially with rising interest rates, consume a growing portion of income. This cycle contributes to the constant feeling of being behind financially. Healthcare is another pressure point. Premiums, copays, and prescriptions have risen steadily, placing a significant financial burden on families. Even with insurance, routine healthcare costs and unexpected medical bills can wipe out savings quickly. Many households report that healthcare expenses alone make it difficult to get ahead or even maintain financial stability. Transportation costs are also higher than they were a few years ago. Gas prices fluctuate, car payments are more expensive due to higher interest rates, and public transportation in some areas is increasingly costly or unreliable. For anyone who commutes daily, these costs add up quickly and reduce available income for other needs. Global factors contribute as well. Supply chain disruptions, trade tensions, and rising energy costs make goods more expensive, from food to electronics to household items. These external pressures are largely out of an individual's control but are felt directly in daily expenses, making even routine purchases feel more burdensome. Technology and automation influence the job market and wages too. Certain sectors are growing and offering high-paying positions, but others are shrinking or evolving in ways that reduce income stability. Even if you remain employed, the uncertainty about long-term career prospects can influence financial decisions, making people more cautious about spending and more aware of their limitations. Finally, perception and lifestyle expectations play a role. Social media and advertising create the impression that everyone else is thriving traveling, upgrading homes, buying new gadgets while you're struggling to keep up. This comparison can make ordinary financial challenges feel like personal failure, even though the majority of people are experiencing the same pressures. So why does it feel like everyone is broke? It's because a combination of stagnant wages, rising costs, debt, housing pressures, healthcare expenses, transportation costs, technological shifts, and societal expectations has created a financial squeeze that touches nearly every household. People aren't necessarily earning less than before, but the amount they need to live comfortably has increased significantly. Understanding this is critical because it shows that feeling broke is not a personal flaw, it is a reflection of structural economic changes happening across the country and the world. Recognizing these forces allows people to make smarter choices, budgeting more strategically, reducing unnecessary expenses, seeking additional income streams, or relocating to areas with lower costs. While these changes don't solve everything, they help people regain some control in a financial environment that increasingly feels unpredictable and expensive. In 2026, feeling broke is less about personal mismanagement and more about adapting to a new economic reality. Income alone is no longer enough. Understanding expenses, planning ahead, and navigating broader economic shifts are essential for anyone who wants to feel financially secure and regain a sense of stability. This is why so many people feel broke right now, and it's a situation that will require awareness, adaptation, and careful planning to manage effectively.